All right, so I thought I would touch on the rejection block concept. I think I sent a link to an ICT video. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So I traded pre-market today, and there was a nice rejection block entry right here, where we have this built up liquidity in these highs. Um, so I don't know if you guys watched the rejection block video. Some of you probably did, some of you probably didn't. But anyways, what a rejection block is just the start of a wick, like a you see how we sweep these highs and then we have this huge rejection wick. This is a rejection block. I guess you can call it a rejection wick or whatever the fuck you want to call it, but anyways, we have a rejection and then price comes back up to like test the uh, like the start of the wick. Sometimes it touches CE, sometimes it just touches the start of the wick. So what I posted in wick theory is basically just you're only focusing on the CE of the rejection block, and you want some engineered liquidity um, right below CE that will like classify as a good trade in that scenario. So you see how we touch into the beginning of this wick. What else do we have here? We have our fib right there. This is like some people call it optimal trade entry or OTE. Some people call it the like golden pocket or whatever. It's basically just the 0.62 up to the 0.79 area. Is like considered the golden pocket. So if you have uh, a PDRA in interest in this area, just kind of makes it higher probability. So why is rejection blocks good? Well, they give you really, really good risk to reward ratios. This wick is pretty big, so it would have been like an average risk to reward, nothing crazy. But it does this even though the wicks are like small, um, which is why maybe this is not the best example, but like you're getting a very discounted entry or like a very premium entry in this case. Um, so if you wanted to short this, you also have this change in step delivery. And why wouldn't you take this? Well, if you want your stop to be above the high, your stop would have been 20 points. So this is basically you can't know if price is going to react to the order block or the rejection block. You're just going to have to kind of go off of what am I willing to risk. Obviously, you're going to get a better entry with the rejection block. You're going to see this happening on every time frame, like 15-second up to the 4 hour. I think there was a 1 hour scenario as well, and during pre-market. Um, yeah, right here. This was before news and before market open and all that. You see, we respect this rejection block. It's essentially just the opening price of this candle, um, 3 a.m. candle, which is also the start of the wick. It's a pretty simple concept to understand, but the reason that it's so good, and I don't remember the name of the guy who said this, but he said if the trade you're looking to take and you think it's going to be a simple trade, you're about to get fucked. And the reason that I like rejection blocks is that they're so scary to enter off of because price looks like so. Uh, bro, what the fuck? Oh my god, bro. It looks so scary. Like price is coming up here with this huge green dildo candle. You don't want to enter shorts, but it's just like a manipulation move. Essentially, it's just like, oh, I'm so bad at explaining this, but uh, the the more premium or discount your entry is going to be, obviously you're going to get a higher risk reward. And the rejection block is like it's scaring all of the, let's say they soup this. I mean, it's kind of hard to assume that someone souped this and just assume their psychology, but a lot of people, and I used to be like this as well, will just close their position if they see that it moves against them. Like, let's say they were, this is literally something I would do back when I started trading. They would soup these highs. Let's call it me. I would soup these highs. I would get this nice reaction, right? My TP maybe would have been like further down. Get this nice reaction, and then I start seeing, oh shit, it's moving back up to my break even. My stop loss is up here. I don't want to lose. I'm just gonna close this. It's probably gonna go up there. This is just a wick, you know. This is not blah blah blah. This is not a real PD array. That's how I used to think. So I would just close it literally like at the top right here. I would close it right here, and then it would just fucking rip down. Um, so idiots like me, or how I used to be, like if you can kind of tailor your trading to do the opposite of what they're doing, then you're gonna do pretty good. I'm the same guy that said that if you're looking to take a trade and it looks easy, you're gonna get fucked. He also said something along the lines of like the best trade is the scariest trade or whatever. Uh, and that's why I like rejection blocks. You can use like rejection blocks on the 15-second, 1 hour, whatever. If you get like a change in state of delivery, it could like go all the way back down to the rejection block and then give your entry, and then you would just put it below the wick, right? I don't know if I can find a 15-second example that's clean, but um, yeah. Anyways, that's pretty much how I use rejection blocks. If you want to, I would say the best way to use them is like it taps into your POI, your like point of interest, your PD array, your area of interest, and it just kind of, you wait for it to come back down, retest the rejection block, and then go up, and then you just put your stop below the wick that it made. You can either use the CE or the 50%, or you can just enter on the like beginning of the wick. That's kind of up to you. If you want to make sure that you get an entry, then put it at the beginning of the wick. If the risk is too much, then put it at the CE. Yeah, I guess you get the idea. Yeah, that's how I use rejection blocks. I felt like I was bad at explaining this, but I'll make a separate video, I guess, if I remember anything else to say. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like this is rejection block, but it's fucking huge. You see how we like tap back into the wick? Obviously, like you would just have to do a random stop because you can't put your stop all the way down here. That would be like an 80-point stop. So you gotta know like how to use it, when to use it. Like this would be a nice rejection block entry. If you took this, entered here, stop below here, etc., etc. Usually you want like a You want like a sweep or like for it to tap into something. So here, like it swept 3 equal lows, rejected, rallied, came back, tested the rejection block, and rallied again.